Hello, everybody. Welcome to week 17, a special holiday week 17 championship uh, waiver wire show plus lineup advice. Because again, this is a week 17 championship
Yes, it is.
week. I'm your Shepard, of course. That is your Commissioner Rhino clause today. And yeah, we first of all, I want to wish everybody a very happy holidays. However you celebrate this week. Um, we hope that it's been a fantastic year. Hope that you're enjoying this this festive holiday season. Secondly, of course, the other main reason that you're here, not just to get the well wishes from us. You're here because it's the fantasy football championships.
Yes, it is.
And you are the fantasy goat champions, regardless whether you actually win or lose. Of course we're all gonna win, but even if you come up a little bit short, just know that you've made it this far. You've made it 17 weeks of playing this game, and you should be proud of yourself. And
Yeah, very much.
congratulations for that. All right. Where do we want to get started first? I mean, yeah, there was a game last night, a Monday night
Was
football.
was there really a game last night?
I mean, there was some sort of contest.
Good Lord.
there was something going on last night in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I had to
ass whooping.
I had to battle through watching the entire game.
Same here.
I mean, it just it is what it is. That the game script, it didn't. I mean, like that was just so transparent what was going to take place, and it just completely unfolded exactly the way we thought that it was going to unfold. Couple of news notes, injury notes in that game. Unfortunate, but this is again part of the game. Christian Watson left the game. I mean,
said knee. That's all I heard.
that's great. it's again. He's injured again. He's injured.
His yearly injury. He made almost the whole season.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. He almost he was like kind of like
early in the season. Earlier season, he missed a couple games.
Yeah, nevertheless, I mean, I'm sure there comes to a point where, like,
our sideline reporter from Green Bay.
I'm sure you get sick of being sick. In any event, he wasn't being started by many, but I wouldn't count on him for this week, even if he's on your roster. He may actually even be worth dropping if you're playing in the championships this week. Josh Jacobs also left the game. Now the reports are that it wasn't that serious. Okay, I mean, like it didn't look as if it was that serious, and he already did his damage in the first quarter, or for the first quarter and a half. So it's like, look, if you were Josh Jacobs owner, okay, like hey, I didn't even. For fantasy purposes, I got very fortunate. I didn't even need his performance last night. But there may have been X amount that did need his performance that got the performance, but it came with a little bit of a cost. Now, what that cost is, it remains unknown at this time. Again, the reports were that it wasn't that serious. Okay, and it didn't seem serious.
I think like Mel said, they're so far ahead. Why put them in? Give Brooks and Wilson the go. Save yourself because they're going to need him the next two games. Because there's still outside chance they win the division. If I remember right, the math right, which I suck at math, but
they play the Vikings next week. They would definitely have to win that one, and then week 18 is the Bears, who they always win. Yeah, so there would be a chance for them to actually take the NFC North, or I think at the worst case scenario, Worst case scenario, I think they may get like a 5.
Yeah.
So worst case, again, right? So to the sniper's point, and of course, we're not trying to poke at Josh Jacobs. We're not trying to poke any holes into the pattern. We're just trying to lay down what kind of took place. There wasn't much else that really took place. They easily beat that team. That team that was, again, they were outmatched, or they were outmanned. They were outmanned.
Everything.
They were outmanned.
Everything.
They were outmanned. When you're playing, a full strength starting lineup versus a makeshift second string team.
No, well, what, fourth and fifth string receivers?
It's not going to work out.
No,
It's not going to work out in your favor that well.
No, especially Green Bay's defense is coming out strong right now too. So that didn't help either. If it could have been like a bottom tier, defense, they might maybe scored, but damn.
So look, the sniper's ready to snipe me, so we can move on and not talk about the Packers. I mean, again, it's not like this is the Packers. I mean, like, who doesn't talk about the Packers?
Yeah.
We're not talking bad about the Packers. As a matter of fact, who do I got down here? I got Romeo in here. I think Romeo is a solid ad this week, Rhino. If he's available, he's definitely
How's he available though? That's just, to me, that's
most okay. So according to the Sleeper app, along with Yahoo, which is a couple of points plus or minus, he's available in about 57%. He's rostered at 57%. So the chances of you, if you're playing this week in your championships, you have to look. He's probably taken. He's probably not available. However, based on the numbers that we have, the statistics, the data, he's available. Are those dormant, dead leagues? Possibly. Public leagues? Possibly.
Let me ask you a question.
But he's a good ad. He's a good ad.
Is there any Green Bay wide receiver that you fully trust playing in the championship game?
If Christian Watson does not play next week, okay, I would elevate Romeo Doubs as a decent wide receiver 3. Yeah, decent wide receiver 3. Now, again, depending on the rest of the makeup of your roster, depending on who you've been rolling with.
I know Reed killed a lot of people's.
Yeah, he's a decent wide receiver 3. Again, if he's available, I would add him, and then we can make the determination. A couple of days from now, I would add any of these guys that we listed right now. First comes first. How about Gus Edwards? Now, we know that J.K. Dobbins' practice window opened, or he's now off of IR. Is he going to be active for the game? I don't know.
No,
I don't know. Yeah, we don't know that. We don't know that yet, right? But if he's not active for the game, you've got yourself a decent RB now. You've got yourself a RB3 or a flex option.
Yeah.
The last time we saw Gus, which seems like it was freaking forever ago, basically the Chargers played that Thursday game. Yeah, he was bussing, right? He was bussing to two touchdowns. I think he has 3 touchdowns in his last 2 outings. So Gus Edwards, I mean, again, especially if JK's not going to play. If JK's going to play, all bets are off. All bets are off. The other running back that I would definitely add to your championship roster. Now, again, this one might be actually. This one would be kind of sneaky, a sneaky, savvy fantasy manager, because we saw him last night. And again, based on the game script, that was hot garbage for Kendre Miller. Okay, the Saints went in there with Spencer Rattler against a good Packers team. Sniper, good, above average, above good.
Yeah.
Okay. That game script got well out of control. They weren't able to get him going. Now,
Against the Raiders.
on the other hand, in a different environment, not on a Monday night game in Lambeau, okay? This is a different situation for Kendre Miller. Now, if he's still available, now, folks, I bet you a lot of people went down with Kendre Miller this past week. Oh, Rhino, do you remember recommending
I did.
any of the GOATs to start him?
Nope.
I sure as hell don't.
Nope. I wouldn't do it again this week either, unless you're in dire need.
We certainly recommended to add him, and I'm going to recommend to anybody again to add him if he's still available. Again, even if it's just to play keep away, which a lot of this is also, by the way, sniper. You're also adding players and being careful with who you drop, because those players become available to your opponent, and there's only one more opponent. So again, as much as it is strategic in that sense, it could go both ways. You may be adding a player such as a Kendre Miller if you happen to be needing a running back, or you're also doing it just to add him and keep him on your bench so your opponent doesn't add him to start him.
Yeah.
So it definitely goes both ways. I'm not sure what scenario out there would exist without actually seeing it in front of me, in front of either of us, to know whether or not you would need to start Kendre Miller or you would need to keep away Kendre Miller from somebody else. We would have to know the scenario. Nevertheless, if he's available, there's no reason that a starting running back right now, week 17, should be available. And he is a starting running back. As lousy as that situation is altogether, things could turn very interesting against the Raiders. There are a couple of other Raider running backs in that game too that would be worth the same type of same tier, same RB3/flex tier in Amir Abdullah and or Alexander Madison.
Yeah.
It's just because the Packers have so many wonderful offensive line players, it's hard to choose. Bullshit. You said the weather has nothing to do with it. Well, yeah. Well, no. Hold on a second. I said that in most cases, right, it depends on the environment and the situation. So, like, if it's raining in Seattle, I wouldn't worry about that weather. I don't worry about that type of weather. But a dome team, an indoor team that has to play in Green Bay, Wisconsin, that's not an environment that they're used to. So, no, weather does play. That type of environment, that type of weather, quote unquote, does matter. The team like Rhino's Rams, not only did they have to travel across the country, but I think it was colder actually in New Jersey on Sunday at 1:00 than it was in Wisconsin last night. I'm pretty sure it was. That was going to be a tough game for the Rams to get going on offense. Tougher in that environment outdoors in New Jersey versus if they were playing at home in a dome. So yes, in that sense, weather does matter. Well, the weather and the environment, the elements, that's the word. Elements, dear. It's elements. Well, there's a good question here. Sniper could answer that too, but we're gonna have Rhino do it as well. Has Kelsey earned the right to be benched? Oh, well.
The thing about Kelsey is he still leads the team in receptions. He still gets targets. He's getting like 5-yard targets. He's not getting downfield targets. He's not getting the end zone.
Which is, I mean, 5-yard targets is great.
No, but he's getting targets, not like
Of course he's getting targets. He's getting targets.
just not the ones that everybody's used to. He wants to know about starting.
Chig. Okay, so
Yeah.
like here's the thing with Chig. The last 2 games, like he's had some 2 like high volume targets, downfield targets. He's leading the team in targets and receptions. And the last time that we did this with a strange individual, we all got burnt.
See, so this is because we were talking to one of our friends in our chat on X, and I told him trust your instincts. So like with me, I have Kelsey too. I'm not benching him. I'm going to trust that he's going to get me a solid 15 points.
Yes.
And go from there. He's not going to get you 0 points. He's been generally getting about 15 points.
Well, here's the other thing I would say to the all-in-one show goat. I mean, you're playing for the big dance. You're playing for the ship, just like Mad Max Corleone's playing for the ship, just like Sniper's playing for a ship. I mean, if you got here with Kelsey, it could the points coming out of that position can't necessarily be hurting you either. The rest of your team must be scorching earth. I mean, I can't see there being that much downside to continuing to play Kelsey if you've made it this far with him.
Kelsey is the safest play.
If you're thinking of Chig and to drop Kelsey and adding Chig, I'm not sure I would necessarily do that because what happens if Chig puts out one of those bottom line performances?
Mm-hmm.
And the Titans get Jacksonville. Who's to say that the Titans would necessarily need to throw a lot in this game? Again, I'm trying to play both sides for you. I don't see if you've made it this far, leaving Kelsey in there would hurt you. I really don't. If you've made it this far without him, because he's not the same. He's not giving us the same tight end production as he has.
He's the safest play, but there's probably more upside with G.K. Conowell.
We'll call him Chig. Chiggy with it.
Chiggy with it.
Yeah.
I mean, Brock Bowers had 11 catches for 100 yards last week or something like that. But that's Brock Bowers. There's
Jack Bowers. I get it though, my friend. I get it. I know you're looking to just totally blow them out of the water. Total destruction. Could you imagine you're scoring 180 points with Kelsey only putting up 7 or 8 or 10, and you see this guy Chig in Tennessee with Mason Rudolph getting us 14, 16 points. I get it. I would be thirsty for more points as well.
And the hard thing too is because the freaking games are tomorrow. Kelsey plays tomorrow. So, I mean, you have to be quicker in your decisions, which kind of sucks. But because what if you don't play Kelsey, you play Chig in there, and somehow during a week he gets hurt in practice.
It's true,
and he doesn't play. That's kind of stuff you got to think about. Just the fact that there's games tomorrow.
It's an excellent way to look at it. I mean, or another. It's an excellent angle. It is. It's possible. It's not out of the question.
No.
And Kelsey is playing tomorrow.
Yeah.
I got and in terms of consensus rankings, Kelsey is still a good amount ahead of Chig. 1, 2, 3. He's 3 spots ahead of Chig in the rankings. I get it though. I get it.
Yeah.
What's up, Nihal? Happy holidays to you. T is question.
I saw that. with
Yeah.
a knee and ankle. Do I flex Worthy or hope he plays? If he doesn't play, I have to start Tracy, and if Tracy doesn't play, Odonse is not a bad play though.
I think they're all. None of them are good plays, but that's besides the point. T is questionable. T was questionable last week as well. Do I flex Xavier Worthy, who's come on really well these last few weeks?
He led the team in targets yesterday
Yes.
or last week.
He's coming on real well. The speedster.
Just like Rasheed Rice did last year.
Getting him open in space. Absolutely. Absolutely. So you have some decent options here. I mean, if you wanted, if you T here's it's the same issue though with Kelsey. Does he just scratch T Higgins altogether and cross the fingers that he's just going to be off the injury report? T Higgins played pretty much the entire game. Like he comes up on the injury report questionable, this afternoon because they're practicing due to the holiday. Most teams are practicing today, aside from the ones that actually have to play tomorrow and Thursday. The Bengals are right in the thick of it for a wild card.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're mathematically eliminated. So they're
still playing for something.
Yeah, the Bengals are playing football still, and they're playing the Broncos. Mm-hmm. They could pretty much knock the Broncos out of the situation altogether.
All right, pull up his other.
Both are pretty good options, and Tracy's not a bad option either.
So it says, wait, never mind. As Odonze plays on Thursday, so if T and Tracy don't play, I'm looking at Abdul or no.
No, you're gonna get you're not gonna have all of them out.
No,
because these dudes played. I wouldn't be that excited about Tyrone Tracy. We know he scored last week. We know he got us to 16 PPR, a low-end RB2. That offense is just horrendous. And that was against the Falcons, who played out of their minds on defense against a bad Giants team. I'm almost fairly confident that the decision here for you is either rolling with the dice with Xavier Worthy, which is not a bad play, or you're gonna wait, or you're just gonna start T Higgins.
I'm actually thinking. So you guys can, and everybody in the comments, see what you guys say. I'm actually thinking about not playing Mixon, playing Bucky Irving, and running back and playing Xavier Worthy in my flex this week.
Not playing Bucky Irving?
No, playing Bucky Irving, not playing Mixon. Sitting Mixon against Baltimore, and playing Xavier Worthy in my flex.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean it's justifiable.
Yeah,
it's justifiable. All that scoring that Mixon did all season long.
Yeah,
it's correcting itself now at the wrong time for managers.
I know.
It's correcting itself.
Yeah. All right, Eagles D or Seattle's D?
Eagles. I would still roll with the Eagles.
Same here.
We know that the Commanders pretty much dumped it on them, but I wouldn't expect 2 games like that.
Eagles still had 5 freaking turnovers. I think they had a couple of sacks too. So
the Eagles playing the Cowboys, or it's the Hawks, coming off of a tough loss against the Vikings. The Hawks. Where are the Hawks? Where are them freaking Hawks? Against the Bears.
Against the Bears.
Against the Bears. No, I'm gonna go with the Eagles. I'm gonna go with the Eagles against the Cowboys here.
Caleb could put up some numbers.
Or examine some of your other streaming options here, because I mean, again, I would still feel comfortable rolling with the Eagles. Mad Max Corleone playing for the chip. Sniper Mel playing for the chip. Top shit. Ford. What about Ford? We say weather and elements don't matter, so give a crutch to the Saints. I don't. Oh my lord! I do. Rhino, please.
What?
She says she's Sniper Mel is telling me that I say that they don't matter at all. That's not 100%.
No, they do
That's not
matter.
100. That's not 100. I said it matters if there's a storm. That's number one. A storm.
Right.
Number two, the elements do matter, especially in that circumstance. How about this? How about if Chicago, let's say Chicago would have played Green Bay last night, I wouldn't have said anything.
Yeah.
We would have expected the Bears to score. We would have expected a better game.
If you have two teams, like say Buffalo and the Jets are playing this week, right? They're fine. They're fine playing co-eds. They're used to it. But we have teams. We have West Coast teams and teams in domes.
How about
on the East Coast and the Midwest at this time of year? They generally have a harder problem because of the weather. They're not used to it.
How about even trying to find like a good combination? No, that's not a good combination. All right. So Tampa Bay. How about that?
Okay.
Tampa Bay, if they would have been the team that was on last night in Lambeau, who typically does not do well below freezing temperatures or in that range of like cold, it's still, I wouldn't have said this is out of their elements. They would, the Bucks would have made that a competitive ball game last night.
Well, yeah, because they have a quarterback and running backs, and
it was more to it than just the weather last night.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. It was more to it. It was the actual roster. It was the 11 starting players for the Saints, and everything was working against them last night, including the elements.
Raiders D or Denver's D? Raiders D is sneaky play.
I wouldn't be playing Denver's D against the Bengals.
Yeah. Raiders is a good play. Just
when we thought that the vaunted Denver secondary has been getting torched, with the exception of one dude out there.
Well, their other cornerback, Riley Moss,
he's good too. Yeah. He's good, but still.
I think,
I wouldn't play them against the Bengals.
No, not against T. Higgins and Jamar. No.
And our other Chase.
Yep.
And Chase Jamar Brown.
No, Raiders defense against Spencer Rattler. Their old line is just horrendous. They're going. The Raiders were getting to Trevor Lawrence last week, so they'll get to. I think Raiders are a better play than Denver.
Raiders again.
They're playing the Saints.
I would sooner stick with the Eagles.
Well, the Eagles aren't a choice. It's Denver or the Raiders.
No, this is the last same person that has the Eagles.
Oh, okay.
Same goat. I'm pretty sure that's the same goat. Because I said maybe some streaming options. I'd sooner stick with the Eagles.
No, different person.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Nihal Najar. I can't. I just butchered the guy's name. I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's different.
So Raiders defense over Denver's defense.
Mm-hmm.
So this is all right. My apologies, goats. Again, just because the Saints put up a 0 yesterday, this is a good spot, or at least this is a get right spot. Now the Raiders should win the ball game.
Raiders defense is they're sneaky good. I think it's a sneaky good play.
On the road?
Yeah.
I would probably take
Let's put it this way. Which offensive line, who has the worst offensive line? Cincinnati or Saints?
Saints.
Okay, so you're gonna get Raiders probably have a better chance of getting more sacks than Denver. So if they get more sacks, you get more pressure on the quarterback. And Spencer Rattler is no Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow you get pressure on, and he's not really gonna make the mistakes.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I get it. I do. And I'm not saying that the Broncos are a fantastic play either. But the only thing that's bothering me about this game is the fact that they're both shit teams. You got the Raiders that are 3-12 and the Saints that are 5-10. So I could see this being sloppy scoring all over the place. I really can.
Now the only thing I would watch for though is if Derek Carr does come back and play. Then
yeah, the reports I know, and you heard. Well, I don't know if it was Buck or Aikman. This guy, he's played through broken ribs, and this. Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
We know it takes wild horses for him to be dragged off the field. We know that. I don't think he's gonna play. It's possible though. Yes, there are reports that he's trying to do everything that he can to get back to play.
I don't think he does, but
he doesn't care about the record.
No.
That's pretty silly if he does, but
it's also playing against the Raiders too.
Yeah, all in one show, Raiders over them. I mean, yeah, I guess.
Is the Colts defense available to be picked up?
Playing the
Colts
Giants.
against the Giants.
Playing the Giants.
If they're available to be picked up, I'd probably play them.
What a sad state of affairs coming out of that stadium. Let me tell you. Sniper, about 15 minutes, no traffic from here. 15 minutes, you know all too well. Not actually from this geolocation, but from that one over there. Stafford, Tyler Goat, my Tyler Goat. Happy holidays to you, goats. All of you goats.
Against Arizona. They're playing at home. Not shitty conditions. The first game of the season when they played on the first, it was an anomaly. They were missing 4 of the offensive linemen. Cup got hurt in the first quarter, so they had no receivers. But yeah, Stafford's a good player. If Hurts is good.
Yeah, because the Rams still have they still have the division to clinch.
Yep.
So they're full steam.
And I'm telling you, they want to crush Arizona because Kyler Murray talked shit after the last game.
They're full steam ahead, Tyler. So again, you're going to get a heavy dose of Kyren Williams, but that's part of the MO. You should see them firing on all cylinders, and the Cardinals are now done.
Yep. Now
we're going to have to make decisions. If you have Kyler Murray, folks, if you have Kyler Murray on your championship rosters, we're going to have to monitor that and watch that closely because they're out, they're finished. So now I don't know how the rest of the Cardinals close out. They may give Trey Benson work. Folks, goats, make sure that you're adding Trey Benson. It's doubtful that James Conner returns this season.
Well, they're saying there's a report that him and Trey Benson were limited practice today.
Because, Benson didn't play last week, but I think things change now.
Yeah.
Things change. It's Joe Shiesty and Jameer, Josh Jacobs, Puka, T, and Connor is the rest of my lineup. Okay, well, you just heard us, all in one. Just heard us, my friend. Gonna have to monitor James.
Yeah.
And Josh, for that matter. But the Packers are still have their foot on the gas. The Packers are going to play these next two like it's their business.
Yeah.
Right, Sniper? Like it's their business. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this child. This child. My goat child. Shoot.
Your mini goat.
Shoot. Look, my mini goat. The mini goat.
Ah.
Yes. Well, I can do it. Let me help you. Mini goat. Nihao. Wait, never mind.
Yeah, we got that already.
Oh, look at this cap, man. This cap goat. Ladies and gentlemen, happy holidays to you, cap goat.
Yep.
Happy holidays to you and to all the wonderful goats that have been with us since week 1 of this 2024 season. What a fantastic season, Rhino. Only looking up. We'll be in 2025 next year, and poof, what a year that's
great stuff coming to you guys for 2025 too.
What a year that's going to be. Holy smokes.
God, a lot of good stuff come up 2020.
Bo Nix or Sam Darnold?
Ooh.
Bo Callahan or Sam Darnold?
Darnold.
I think I would go Darnold too. But like Bo Callahan. Bo Callahan's got such a juicy matchup against the Bengals. That's juicy. See, now it's the other way around. See, now it's like, okay, do we play the Denver defense versus Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and Chase?
Actually, you know what? I'd probably go Bo Nix too, because they're going to be probably throwing the ball a little bit more, and he'll be running the ball a little bit more too, because their running game shit.
And he's got the wheels. He's got wheels. I know
round and round.
Hey, Cap. I mean, in all honesty, go through your weeks. Just look at what Bo Nix has been doing for you. What has Bo Nix been doing for you? And look at who he's been playing. Again, Sam Darnold. These are 2 great quarterback options. No wonder that's why you're here. That's why you're playing in the championship, Cap.
Yeah,
I get it. I think Bo Nix is just offering us a little bit something extra right now. They both have been highly accurate, highly effective. They both are in great. Well, they're not both of them. They both have great offensive coaches that are putting them in great positions and calling great plays. The only thing that Bo Nix has that Darnold doesn't is the rushing, and the only thing that kind of Darnold has, that Nix doesn't, is a little bit of pedigree, a little bit of experience.
But Bo Nix offers the running game.
Yeah,
more than Darnold.
Yes. Careful, like Knicks, Packers versus Vikings. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's a tough. That's going to be a tough one. I would actually expect the Packers to win this game. I think they're going to make it a little bit difficult for Sam Darnold. I think they're going to make it a little bit difficult. Is Aaron Jones' homecoming, right? Oh, no. This game is in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that kind of changes things.
It's going to be a good game.
Yeah, definitely a good game. I think I would still go Bo Nix. Close.
Yeah.
Against Cincinnati. We're going to play the matchups. Look, we shouldn't change our process either.
No.
we should. Let's play the matchups. It's going to be Bo Nix here. Oh my God, Rhino! You know we my God, neglected. We failed to mention on Sunday the inexcusable, uncharacteristic drop that the Devote.
Oh no, shit! That's right.
This man, let me tell you something. I don't think he dropped a pass last season.
No.
This guy.
I remember too, because I yelled at TV. He just lost me points.
That's part of what I marvel over him with.
Yeah.
He catches everything. He dropped a surefire first down on Sunday. Holy smokes. The Kenny Pickett effect.
What's the word out there? Because I haven't seen anything about Hurts.
He's in protocol.
Complete. Okay.
He's in protocol. He's not going to clear on Tuesday.
So I keep eye on that because how much does Smith's value go down if Pickett is quarterback?
You're gonna knock him down a few.
Mm-hmm.
You have to knock him down a few.
So he needs 2. So McMillan for sure. McMillan and Smith. Spears has the RB1 touches right now, and plus he's in the 2-minute offense. He's going to complete most of receiving yards and stuff. But yeah, I know McMillan for sure.
You're getting Tajay against the Jags.
Mm.
You know, they may run Tony out there again, but Tony Pollard's not the same. He's obviously playing hurt.
Yeah.
Spears did scored on a couple of them last week, couple of days ago.
So probably go Spears and then just monitor the situation to Devontae Smith and the quarterback. I mean, because
you could
down a little bit with Kenny Pickett at quarterback.
And the good news with this one actually is that we're playing. All 3 are playing on Sunday.
Yeah, not like McMillan.
That's the good. At least that's the good news here, Cap. Allow us some eggnog tomorrow to ponder it, and we'll certainly get back to you this Friday.
Yeah,
with a final decision on it. If we don't hear from you this upcoming Friday because you drank too much goat nog, I would lean the first 2. I would lean the first 2. If Kenny Pickett happens, if Jalen Hurts just is ruled out, then we could remove Devontae Smith and go Jalen McMillan and Tajay Spears. But as long as Jalen Hurts plays, Devontae Smith plays, and then I would start wide receiver 2 for the Buccaneers, Jalen McMillan.
Yeah.
Yes, he has. Sniper, he has been.
Yeah. See, working is iffy with Hollywood, but they're not going to put him back full strength. They're going to ease him back in. And he's in maybe, I think, 25% of the offensive plays last week,
which was still good for, I think, about 8 or 9 PPR.
Yeah.
By the way, so that's
Worthy's a whole different. Worthy led the team in targets and catches. He's getting into rounds. They're using him right. You know.
On it, truthfully, from what we've seen with Xavier Worthy, the odd man out has been DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was just going to say. That Hopkins.
That's the dude that hasn't been getting the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Goat, we're looking to hit home runs, just like last week, just like the week before. We are looking to swing for the fences, connect with the ball, and watch it fly over Goat Stadium.
How many leads did Rasheed Rice win for people last year? Because this is almost the same scenario as Rasheed Rice was last year. How
he was considered a league winner.
It was slow, the medium, and then towards the end of the season, he is heating the shit up, man.
He was considered one of several league winners last season. Just again, based on where he was drafted and how he was inserted into your starting lineups.
Yep.
If you Xavier Worthy, he's not your wide receiver 1. The chances are he's probably not your wide receiver 2.
I think he probably is wide receiver 2 now.
No, I'm talking on Tyler Goat's team.
Okay, on his team. Okay.
He's probably Tyler Goat's wide receiver 3.
Yeah.
Or the flex dude. Let's swing for the fences, man.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do it. He's bringing you the upside. He's gonna bring you that 80-yard to the house, and then whatever else he could tack on to that, and whatever else. Mel, Cap Goat is looking for your expertise. Her expertise.
How you doing, Bryce? Please like and subscribe. We'll be back Friday. We'll be dropping a DFS show also on Friday or late Thursday. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for all the good stuff we're coming in January. Especially, we're looking forward to doing a watch along with all the goats. We're going to pick a good playoff game to do that. Okay, boys, tough question. Who do I sit? Cup? Oh, God. I have the same question, dude. I have the same Cup or Jennings?
Or Garrett Wilson.
Or Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson against Buffalo, I'm not sitting. It's the Jennings and Cup one that I'm actually the same. Because Detroit's defense. I thought Jennings had a bad game. He had a decent game last week, like
because you saw the
1 yard, something like that. But
the reemergence of Debo.
Yeah, but
the reemergence of Debo led to that.
And I think, my feeling, I think Cup has a bounce back game, but against Arizona, they're playing at home. They're not playing in crappy weather, and they're going to make an effort to get him the ball.
Well, if it was up to Sniper, she would sit Garrett Wilson here.
Yeah.
If it was up to Sniper, she would just sit Garrett Wilson and not think twice, and leave it all out on the table with Cooper and Juwan Jennings, the California duo. And it's hard to argue against that right now. It is. I mean, like, if we think that Cooper is due for a bounce back against the Cardinals defense, and we know that it's and Juwan Jennings that wasn't involved, that's the only thing that's kind of troubling and bothersome. We saw now Debo's emergence. Now, what happens if Debo is involved in the same capacity again, like we were supposed to see all year, and maybe Kittles is returning to usage? That's going to continue to leave.
Like I said, he still had 5 catches for 56, 61 yards, something like that.
Juwan?
Yeah, because I went and looked at when I was looking at making adjustments. I started thinking, should I sit him? So I sit Cup and play Jennings, or may play Jennings instead of Tyreek Hill against Cleveland. But yeah, I can't. I got to stick with my lineup that got me to the championship game.
Let me ask you this, Bryce Goat. You can't play all 3 of them, huh?
Well, that'd be.
I mean, I guess not. If he's asking about which one to sit.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that Garrett Wilson's not happy right now. I mean, that's just like the behind the scenes type of stuff. We know, like you just gotta wonder: are they going to make a concerted effort to get him the ball, to try to please him?
They need to please him.
I mean, because again, the Rodgers' best friend is the one that's getting all the targets right now. He's getting everything.
And I think Garrett Wilson's more pissed off about losing because he's done it for 3 years in a row now.
Yeah, that too.
Third season.
That too. Of course, yeah. I mean,
in his mind, he gives them a good chance to win games, but they're not giving him the damn ball.
I'd be pissed also.
Yeah,
I get it. And he's really now he's got a almost 3-year sampling of how this organization works. So yeah, I'd be not just mad or pissed. I'd be worried for my own career. Yeah. Look, I mean, you want to go with go with the talent here. Let's go with the talent. We're gonna
Sure.
take. We're going to take the first dude, and we're gonna take the last dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's that's the talent. I wish you the best of luck, Bryce. Goat. Let us know how this
Yeah.
works out. Let us know. What sniper? Where are we, sniper? What are we doing, sniper? Yeah. They need to tough. Yeah, they will. I mean, that's part of it. The lamb, not goat. The lamb. No. That lamb. Where's the goat? That goat. The solo goat.
My boy.
Noah goat.
Proud of you, man.
No, not.
Jada Reed this week.
Is this wouldn't be Noah Goat Brown, the professional, is it? No, it's probably. Yo, what's up? Merry Christmas to you. No, gotta start 4 out of Brees, Drake, James Cook, Aaron Jones, Bucky Irving. Start 4 of these running backs. The stable of running backs.
All running back except for
yeah, that's right. Well, let's start with the last one. The last one is
Bucky Irving.
The last one is like a league winner.
Yeah. You're playing Bucky Irving.
So let's put a check mark right there. I would start James Cook.
I start James Cook too.
Against the Jets.
I mean, Kyron Williams has put up 100 yards against them, and James Cook is a better running back and catches the ball.
It's Bucky. It's Cooks. That's 2.
Brees Hall.
I would do Brees Hall as 3, and you have to monitor Drake London. And even if Drake London happens to play,
playing Washington Commanders.
Tough.
Yeah.
You want to do all 4 running backs? Can you do all 4 running backs? I mean, like if they're all flexes, you can.
You get the upside of Aaron Jones catching the ball.
Yeah, you do. I'm just not a huge fan of that. Of just that.
I know you're not Aaron Jones fan.
No, because I mean he's not a very good running back. He's a good pass catching running back, but he's not a good ball carrier. And he's playing his former team at home, and they should know how to play him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they should.
I think I'd go Drake London.
But you have to monitor that.
Monitor it first, but if so, Brees Hall, Drake London, James Cook, and Bucky Irving. So I go. You have a blessed Christmas.
3 players never on my roster again. All endorsed right here at the Fantasy Goats.
Go up,
the Disley Bear, Bretton Strange, and the third one, she may be talking about Garrett. All hit for many goats. All hit for many goats in the right weeks.
Wilson was getting points each week. At least he wasn't getting zeros.
These players won. They win matchups for us.
Yeah.
Am I rolling out Patrick Taylor?
No.
Patrick Taylor for the 3rd time in a row, or would you go with Abdullah instead? Much love, guys, and appreciate you, Solo Goat.
Yeah.
Congratulations again, bravo, and kudos to you again for the Fantasy Goats Invitational. Playing for top prize alongside with this gentleman right here. The commissioner himself is playing for that top prize. And
5 points away from the top right now. It's gonna be another dogfight between me and him.
Guys, hope that I, remain alive next week. Till next week. Nevertheless, Patrick Taylor, RB5.
I'm playing Abdullah, dude.
It wasn't happening. It was never going to happen. So the theory that we tested came to fruition. All right. 3 RBs in the Shanahan system, sure. The 4th RB in the Shanahan system, which was another drafted running back for Shanahan, okay, that worked as well. But a 5th, it's unheard of.
I knew.
It's unheard of. No more Patrick Taylor.
No,
that's right.
Abdul, because you seen his catching upside, and they're throwing the ball downfield to him too. Downfield, not little checkmates, but downfield. So yeah, I go Abdullah.
Green Bay had Patrick Taylor, and they were like, "Yo, you know what? I think we've got something here with a dude that we're going to draft."
He was a third string, though.
Which never came.
He played behind Aaron Jones, Dillon. He was a third string with Green Bay.
Patrick Taylor was.
Yes.
Yeah, it took AJ Dillon, actually. That's right. So AJ Dillon couldn't play for Patrick Taylor to play in Green Bay. The only reason why Shanahan took him based on the injury situation that they had and the fact that it's kind of like a cousin system. Kind of. What are you laughing at, Sniper? Or are you laughing at me? Why are you laughing at me? Do I have any Sniper banners? No, I don't have any Sniper banners today. Not today. What else do I got here for you guys? Rhino was giving me the cues. Couldn't get it going quick enough. That's what we got going here for you guys. Rhino just gave you the breakdown, but yeah, we're gonna kick off some live watch-alongs. We'll let you know. We'll keep you posted. We got DFS still this week. We'll have DFS live next week in week 18, 19 throughout the playoffs. And then after the Super Bowl, we'll get through the draft and the rookie process, dynasty rankings, fantasy rankings, and the NFL free agency tracker. This will damn near carry us right into the redraft season. I'm counting on it. I don't even need to count on it, Rhino. I know it.
I want to know how we contradict ourselves.
We're not.
I never told anybody to play Patrick. I never told people to play Kendrick Miller. I was going to play Jordan or Jerome Ford too. So
we're not contradicting ourselves, Rhino. Every week is a case by case basis. But but with Patrick Taylor, if Sniper Mel is referring to Patrick Taylor and whether we may have recommended him to never start, never.
No, I guarantee.
All right. So let me hedge. I'll hedge against that just for a second.
Well, it depends on who he's playing against.
Possibly in one scenario or two, Adam Thielen or Jerome.
I'm going Thielen.
Yeah, we've been going Thielen for the last 2 weeks. Jerome had a good game last week, didn't he?
Yeah, but no, if you take away his 50, his long ass run, his game was mediocre.
It happens. It happens.
So you're banking on him making a long run.
No, we're not.
And then he didn't get the end zone. He got taken out and the Foreman got in, and then he fumbled the damn ball. So
how did Jerome do? How did he finish? Let me take a look at that.
The numbers will look good, but you get to take away.
Finished RB10. Finished RB10, 92 total yards.
Okay.
No, wait a minute. I'm sorry. 92 rushing. And added 40 in the air.
Okay, take away the long run. He barely had 50 yards rushing.
Yeah, no, and that part is lousy.
So that's like banking on him That's like being touchdown dependent.
That's cut. It is. Well, it is. It's
You
of
know,
course it is. But
Thielen, he's getting targets.
I don't know if I would go with Jerry this week just because of the matchup.
Yeah, I'm going Thielen.
I don't think I would go with Jarius Wolf Ford because he's got the Dolphins. But where's that game though? Is that game in Cleveland? That should be tough for Miami, depending on the weather, dear. Miami, warm weather, really warm weather, warmer than Tampa. And they have to go and play Cleveland. So that's elements. That's something that you have to watch out for. But with a running backs, it shouldn't affect. It should not affect the running back. That's home for the game. Now, I'm not talking. It may affect somebody like Devon Achane, who's used to the warmer weather. But Jerome Ford, that should not affect Jerome Ford's game. Or Adam Thielen against the Bucks. Adam Thielen against the Bucks. I may roll with Ford. More to come on this though, Max Coleon. More to come. More evaluation needed. Definitely more. Oh, my bad, Jacob, my bad. Flex DJ Moore or Pickens PPR. Curious George is back.
Yeah.
This is a good one. This will be a good one. We know the Bears are going to be on Thursday night playing against the Hawks, and we've got Curious George playing against the Kansas. George Pickens playing.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, it's the Chiefs.
If these are both like your wide receiver threes, you could probably roll with George Pickens.
I agree.
You could probably roll with George Pickens if you've been, especially if you've gotten to this point, Jacob, playing in the championship. Congratulations. And now you're returning George Pickens. He should be good for like six catches on 7 targets. No more than that. No more
touchdown.
No more than that, and like maybe a shade or two under 100 yards.
Yeah.
But not necessarily touchdown dependent. Because again, if this is your wide receiver 3, you could if you could live again with like the 5 to 6 catches for like 80 yards, 13, 14 PPR, that's pretty decent wide receiver 3 if you can live with that. Yeah, and I think they would want to, if he's going to play, he's probably healthy. He's probably full go. Damn, how many games did he miss now?
3.
Colts or Dolphins? Dolphins. I would play the Colts.
Yeah, against the Giants.
Especially now that we know that the Dolphins are traveling north. That's a tough ass game. That's going to be a tough game for them. It is.
They should win though. I mean,
you should. Of course, you should.
If they don't win, then McDaniel's going to be on a hot seat. I bet.
They should win that game. Yes,
because they beat the teams that suck. They have trouble. They have trouble with the teams that are actually good. So
it's a safe. You're safer with the Colts, DFT versus the Giants, without a doubt.
You tied in PPR. Schultz is a good play.
I would go back to Ertz if he plays, which he should, right? He should definitely play this week. I would go back to Ertz, then Schultz, then Chigokonkwo.
I go Schultz. Jake and then Ertz.
What do you make of the Deontay Johnson signing?
I like it.
Yeah, we liked it for the last team too.
We'll see. I mean, I
We
think
like no, right?
I think he's coming in a good situation because it's not convoluted with receivers and tight ends and whatever happened there. I don't know what happened there. So it didn't make any sense what happened at all. None.
Sometimes the explanation, sometimes the simplest explanation tends to be right in front of you, right?
But see, that's the thing. Everybody's placing the blame on him that he's a malcontent. How we know we're not in the locker room? We don't know the inner. I just go off what I know how he was with the Steelers. And the Steelers is either him or Pickens. There's more upside to Pickens, so they traded him.
Maybe they considered him a little bit of a malcontent. Maybe.
I don't think so.
You're invited now. You will be. No, I know you. We kind of formed it so fast, so quick, so quick. You're invited already. Jeremy Goat, 4-point touchdowns. Brock, Kyler, Bo, Anthony Richardson. So it's four points for the Anthony Richardson passing touchdown, 6 points for the Anthony Richardson rushing touchdown. And I guess that would work for Kyler and Bo Nix as well. Brock Purdy, you're probably not getting a rushing touchdown. That's why I say that. Bryce Young, you're not getting a rushing touchdown either.
Maybe he got one last week.
Yeah, that's rare. That's rare. He's not that type of quarterback.
I like Richardson versus the Giants. Who the Chargers playing?
Chargers are somewhere over here. The Patriots.
Oh, are they playing in New England or
New England?
See, that's gonna be a tough game for them. Not used to those elements.
Jeremy, look at all these quarterback options. Most of this is probably who's your starting quarterback. Who's been your quarterback? I know this can't. These players can't all be on your roster. Who's the actual quarterback that you've been rolling with? These are dudes that are free agents that you're looking to stream in week 17. I like the way you're thinking. I get it. But like I think there might be a little bit of overthinking now. What quarterback got you here? Bo Nix or possibly Brock Purdy? I'm not going to start Bryce Young.
No.
Who throws maybe 1 or 2 touchdowns at best. Anthony Richardson does multiple touchdowns a game. Just maybe 1 in the air, 1 rushing. Kyler may not play this week. May not.
Huh?
He probably will, but what?
I didn't see anything about that. Interesting.
No, you didn't see anything. I'm saying that he may not just because they're eliminated. That's all I'm saying. I'm speculating.
Oh, okay. You're speculating.
I'm speculating. Nothing else. He's probably playing. AJ Dillon is the mayor. AJ Dillon is the mayor of Door County. How many doors has he opened up for Door County? Going to the draft in Green Bay. That's freaking cool. You mean we're going to the draft?
Okay, so on with the question.
We're going to the draft. Well, again, I'm asking the question. Which one of these is his quarterback? Look, we can finish the rest of it. Also, half point. Rico Dowdle. Dobbins, if he clears, I don't know if I would trust that. You could trust.
You
I
trust
know.
Rico.
I know. Zeke stole the touchdown from everybody. That was painful. That was painful. And Tyrone Tracy again. He got us a good game, but that was not an efficient game.
No.
It was like what 20 rushing, 40 in the air, a couple of catches, few catches, and the touchdown. I mean, that touchdown saved it.
Yeah, I go Rico.
I'd be okay with Rico, and happy holidays to you, Jeremy Goat. Happy holidays for sure.
And then I'd either go AR5 or Knicks.
Yeah, because those two
Have the rushing upside.
Those two, you could get the 6-point touchdown here.
Yeah.
And I bet you it's Knicks or it's Brock that he's been working with. Yeah, it's Cleveland. We know that the Dolphins defense is solid. They're solid.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's the Dolphins defense playing against the Browns, and yeah. I don't know. Chuba's been lighting it up. How many is Bryce going to get Adam in there? It's tough. It's a tough one. It's a tough one because we know Jerome is a starting running back, and he's a good two-way player. He had the explosive run that we were looking for last week. He did have that big play
against Cincinnati.
Dolphins
are upgrade defensively.
Are they on the road? Are they? I don't know. I don't know if it's a tough call. No. So what you say? No. Deontay Johnson is overrated trash. I mean, I know he's shown us flashes. He has, but like it hasn't been consistent. It just has not been consistent. And then obviously something's gone, I don't want to say south, because obviously the Texans picked him up, but something went wrong in between Carolina and Baltimore.
Yeah, and
something went
it did.
sideways. Something went sideways.
Big time sideways. And hopefully he can come back from it because he was a PPR machine.
Carolina brought him in. Things are supposed to be like nice and rosy. New head coach, gonna get him the ball.
And they did.
Then he got out of that situation because it was looking real shitty there. Landed in Baltimore. The whole community, the entire fantasy community was like, all the confetti came out. Deontay Johnson with Lamar Jackson. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I don't know if he's trash. It's just something went sideways in between Carolina and Baltimore, and I don't know what the hell it was, or I don't know if we're ever going to know what that was.
No, well, hopefully, I
don't think you don't lose talent like that. He's not old. He's not injured. Maybe he's not Maybe he's not professional. Maybe he is a malcontent that's not professional.
I mean, he didn't want to go in and play.
Maybe he's not professional. There aren't that. Look, Devontae Adams don't grow on trees.
No.
DeAndre Hopkins don't grow on trees.
Cooper Kupps don't grow on trees. Puka Nakuras don't grow on trees.
We'll give you that on Christmas Eve. We'll give you that. Been playing Kyler. Yeah, Bo Nix and Purdy, yeah.
Oh, 8. Okay, so league.
So maybe Jeremy did hoard all the QBs. All right. Well, you've got a good matchup with Bo Nix.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a decent matchup with Brock, right? Decent. 49ers,
against Detroit.
decent or above decent.
Mm.
They could put some points up on the Lions. Just
If they can keep,
the Lions will
if Brock Purdy has time,
score more.
yeah,
I wouldn't go Kyler. I would either go with Brock or I would go with Bo Nix.
I go Bo Nix. Better matchup.
Stan. Is it unreasonable to drop Pacheco? Also, if they both help Connor over Pickens. If Connor was healthy, if Connor was active, yes, I would. I wouldn't drop Pacheco.
No,
You drop Pacheco. You don't let your opponent pick him up. So if you could get by this week while he's still on your roster, don't drop him though.
no,
Don't drop him. But yes, if Connor is active, I would start him over Pickens for sure.
Yeah.
List of doors, lots of doors. There's the Trone Goat, the Trone baby.
What's up, Sean? How you doing, brother? Merry Christmas to you too.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays to the Trone Goat. Appreciate you.
Very much so.
Appreciate you. What? Okay, he's never been worth a squirrel's fart. I mean, you've got some degree of talent, some level of talent to make it actually out of the.
He's never worth a squirrel's fart.
Like college football to actually make it to the professional level and to actually start some football.
I wonder if he's an anti-Steelers fan though.
Man, look,
Maybe.
Okay, I'm an anti-Steelers fan.
But Deontay, he's not. He had his rookie season was good, and second season was good.
If Deontay Johnson doesn't have talent, then holy shit! We could go through a bunch of wide receivers in this league that couldn't have played high school football if that's the case.
Yeah,
Mr. Magic Goat. Who would you pick up on waivers? Questionable with the knee. Yep, yes, he is.
Chig or Firemouth is your two best bets.
Look, maybe
because there's less mouths to feed.
Arthur Smith loves to throw us those curveballs. So, like for those 2 weeks, the last 2 out of the 3 weeks, not this past Sunday, but the Sundays before that, where Muth was scoring without Pickens, and we were like, "Oh yeah, start Pat Freiermuth because George Pickens is out again." Well, that Pat Freiermuth didn't score, so I mean, it's not inconceivable to say, well, maybe the return of George Pickens will now open it back up for Freiermuth. I mean, it's not inconceivable, but I don't know if I can rely on that. I can't rely on either of them, to be honest.
Yeah.
Totally touchdown dependent. That situation. For sure, Tron Goat, and you're going to put one of them in. Maybe I would lean Chig because, there's really no one else on that team besides, forgot Nick Westbrook-Akine's on that team.
He kind of disappeared last 2 weeks, so hasn't he?
I think he scored last week.
Did he?
Yeah, it's his 1 catch, 1 target, 1 touchdown. Yeah. Or 2 targets, 1 catch, 1 touchdown. 5 yards. Some shit like that. Yeah. Some horse shit. Not someone that we're playing, but nevertheless, if you want, we could follow the volume again.
Yeah.
I don't want to make a strong recommendation for Chig, But if you start him, just like temper the expectations, like I said.
Yeah.
Same thing for Muth. Same thing for Muth. Mr. Magic Goat. What up, Goat? Similar to
Well, not Kamara. Not Grando. Keenan, Devontae, and Cup.
yeah, like with Alvin Kamara, is there talk that he might return? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know how they're saying that his season injury ending.
A lot of these dudes you're gonna have to monitor, with the exception of Keenan Allen. Devontae Smith will play, but we have to downgrade him a little bit if Kenny Pickett's the quarterback.
And Cup's playing.
So yeah, the you got two players here that we could kind of feel the best about. Or like, like there's no monitoring, no what ifs, no injury reports, and that would be Cooper Kupp and Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
Now, same like Devontae, right? But it's his quarterback. Kamara, I don't think is going to play at all. Zach Charbonnet, we'd have to monitor. Kenny Walker, Isaac Orindo, we have to wait on that injury report, or wait till later in the week. We'll be back on Friday, Mr. Magic Goat. We'll definitely be back on Friday. Any of these guys, with the exception, you could start Keenan Allen.
Start Keenan Allen, Cup.
You could start Keenan Allen playing on Thursday. The rest of these guys, we have Sunday or Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday's Cup.
Mr. Magic Goat. Happy holidays to you. Happy holidays to the Goats. Colts and Purdy. Colts, Darnold and Purdy, my bad. Here we go. Darnold or Purdy.
Darnold.
Colts and Philly.
Ooh. I think I still go. He has to go Colts D.
In this here, I would go Colts D as well.
Yeah.
That team is just so bad. The Giants. So what? So, all right. So let's cross fingers that Tyrone, we call him and he scores again.
Yes.
All right. So that's 7 points. If it's not Tyrone, it'll be Malik Neighbors. Those are the two best options to score. Or the Giants won't put up any more than 10 points. How about that?
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, it may not even be Locke again. They may have to go back to DeVito. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a laughing. Oh, that place, that whole building is terrible. Thank you, Mr. Magic Goat.
Yeah.
Hey, lots of people thought Kyle Pitts had talent too. Yes, they did.
I think people, because me and AB were talking about this week. He's athletic, but there's a difference between being athletic and talent too. But
hey, I mean,
he can go into somebody's system that freaking just knows how to get the ball to him too in the right way. Like, let's say, I don't know.
Like, how about okay, so Kyle Pitts enjoyed a couple of games here, a couple of games there early in his career.
He put up good numbers his rookie year with Matt Ryan as a quarterback.
Professional career, a little bit here, a little bit there. And how about he gets hurt and you just don't return. It takes again a certain level of dedication. Again, Christian McCaffrey's don't grow on trees. Tony Gonzalez's and Gronkowski's, they don't grow on trees. You have to work and work and work and work. And maybe at some point, maybe Kyle Pitts just doesn't want to work in the same manner. Maybe Deontay Johnson doesn't want to work in the same manner. Doesn't mean that the talent just reverse osmosis, reverse permeates.
And I think part of the problem too, with the Kyle Pitts, was the fact that, and I'll put Trevor Lawrence in this category too, is the talk aheads throw out that generational talent crap. Once in a generation, they say that, and then it gets people believing that these people are once in a generation, and then they get drafted by a shit team, can't do crap, or just a terrible situation.
Was that
Brock Bowers is an outlier because there's no reason why he should be having the season he's having with the crappy ass team the Bears have been putting out there, especially offense. So okay, I'm done.
Look, it's a good lesson to be learned. Next time you hear generational talent be slapped on a name of a player, just remember. Oh yeah, they said the same thing about Kyle Pitts. Like that's horseshit. Why don't we see it play out for a few years before we then reflect back and say, yeah, this dude is a generational talent.
Yeah.
Let's not just go off of the college. What the hell? Let's not go off of the what's the name of the score? I can't think of. You get the real score.
The Madden.
No. Raw athletic score.
Oh.
The RAS. Let's not go off of that. My lineup for the championship, Tron Gold.
It's a nice lineup.
Jaden and Scary. Yeah, I feel like I've seen this lineup for freaking this is the 17th week I'm seeing this lineup. There's a reason why we're seeing it for 17 weeks, Tron Gold. Look at the league winners you got here. Yeah. JSN and Chase Brown, league winners. You're going to put the Colts D in. You're going up against Joe Shiesty. And the best wide receiver in the game, and Jameer. Yeah, this is going to be it's supposed to be a dogfight. Yeah. It's supposed to be. Unless the 6th seed, had an upset or two, and then now he's like the 6th seed is in the finals, or maybe sometimes it works out where your team's actually the 6th seed or the 5th seed. My Worry Bowl team is the 5th seed, and we're playing the 2 seed. Yeah. Or no. Yeah, no, playing the 2 seed. 5-2. Yeah, look, Chone Goat. I look forward to drinking champagne with you. Popping champagne. It's a good idea. Hopeful. I don't know why.
It's not going to happen.
I don't know why. Because of how poor of a performance that Kendre Miller showed last night. He didn't have any opportunity. There was no opportunity.
No.
The quarterback couldn't even stay in the pocket to even get them down on the other side of the 50-yard line. So it's not like, you can't what are we rushing Alvin Kamara back for to give Spencer Rattler another target? Is that it? You can't. Is there a wide receiver coach on that team that could get the actual wide receivers in better positions? So look, I'm not saying that Mr. Magic Goat. I'm not saying that you're giving us bad information. It could very well be hopeful that he returns. I'm saying why. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
It's probably give him another. What could it be to give him to give Spencer Rattler another target or a capable target?
Yeah, I think Dabble is on the hot seat. I think Dabble and the GM might be on the hot seat.
It's weird. And I'll tell you why. It's because why would they go to this full full season and then wait to fire them now after they get a limit or till the season is over. Like, why would they do that? Like, they could have, they should have just fired them just like Woody Johnson did. Should have just, you knew they weren't going anywhere. It's kind of weird like that. So
But the Omars are probably more patient with it. They want to see him finish it out instead of, put an intern coach in. It's gonna be the same result.
I mean, it's a different organization. That's for sure. You want to say that they made that their class organization, sure. But I don't know that like Brian Day will be coaching like this if he was a dead man walking, and same thing for the GM. I think like they're just like I think they're gonna give them one more shot.
Who knows? I mean, they're talking about McCarthy coming back next year too.
I think they're gonna give them one more shot. If they bench Allen, if the Chiefs win,
I think they'll bench Allen because they're still need to win because still have a chance for the number 1 seed if I remember correctly. But Allen is hurt.
Yeah, we run into this.
Oh, should I pick up Stafford, Richardson, Gino?
So I mean, GOAT, we run into this situation every week 17 when it comes to like the MVP of the league, whether that have been Josh Allen now or I feel like we run into this almost every year. They may just rest their starting quarterback, and yeah, it's possible. I get it.
League? See, Goff for Burrows, and if they bench Allen, if Chiefs win, then should I pick up Stafford, Richardson, Gino, or
you get
quarterback?
Well, so I mean, look, Goff or Joe Burrows. I mean, you could play the if you want the quarterback that you know is going to play for 4 quarters. That's Joe Burrow right now.
Yeah.
Even Jared Goff, I would think, would play 4 quarters now too. They don't have a 1 locked up.
No, they don't.
If anything, week 18. Well, after this week, it'll be a lot clearer for many teams, what the scenarios are and whether or not they could begin to rest players or if it matters. Nevertheless, we do know that Joe Burrow, there's no chance whatsoever that they are not playing. And that's the full Bengals team. All of them. I mean, look, if you want to go pick up Stafford, playing the Cardinals, I would roll with Joe Burrow here.
And we apologize for missing your question.
How do we miss it? We have it. That's why we're reading it. We didn't miss it.
Oh, it says later on down here, it says, you just going to skip my question?
No, I'm reading it.
All right.
I would go with Joe Burrow, man. For sure. Without question.
All right.
I've never skipped questions, man.
Well, we do sometimes, but not on purpose.
Never on purpose. B-Goat. Starting lineup is Goff, Henry, Barkley. Of course it is B-Goat. Scary Terry, Brian Thomas Jr., Laporta Pickens. Okay. Buff, D, Audrey. Buff? Buffalo's D. Buff, D. Benches love. Make any big decisions. Any changes I make, my biggest decision is Cup of Pickens. Yeah, I would probably lean Cup. Couple of spots ahead of Pickens. Pickens is a really solid wide receiver 3 play. Cooper Kupp I would put in the mid to lower end of the arm to the wide receiver 2.
Yep. Playing at home. Yep. It's Arizona. Yep. Who he's done quite well against.
Thank you, Sniper. my dear. I like Ellen in reality. But fantasy football, he's a freaking rock star. Rock star in fantasy football.
What you smoking out there, Mel?
If we're reading the question correctly, or the statement correctly, Josh Allen in reality, but fantasy football. So it wouldn't shock me, Rhino, next season that there are people that will draft him in the first round and not wait till that third round early where you can draft him. Yeah, they're gonna pull the trigger late first round based on what this man has done this season.
I'm still trying. No.
Korean goat. People hoping for a Kamara return need to learn how to draft better. Well, I mean, look, I don't want to continue to be on the contrary to what you're saying because part of it is accurate, part of it is true. It is Kamara came out red hot out of the gate, and he's excellent when it comes to catching and receiving the ball. Well, that's the same thing, receiving the ball. And in half PPR and PPR, he's a stud. But if he's not getting it done on the ground, and if the catches don't exceed 5 to 6 to 7, then his numbers aren't as sexy.
Yeah, we missed Linda's.
The Linda goat.
Still trying to figure out what question we missed from two of these nuts, but I can't find it. He's quite upset with us. And Linda, thank you for being here all the time. Appreciate you. One wide receiver, one flex. Sutton, DJ Moore, Pickens, or McMillan full PPR. I like McMillan. I'd probably go Pickens and McMillan. Sutton's hard to trust.
This one. Sorry. Linda. I need one wide receiver and one flex. Sutton, DJ Moore, George Pickens, and Jalen McMillan, full PPR. One wide receiver and one in the flex. Let's take. I'm going to. Yeah, I don't know if I'm. Out of all these options, I would not go with George Pickens right away. I'm going to go with. I think I would go with Sutton and McMillan. That's what I would do here. Denver should know by now who Denver's playing. Cincinnati,
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. Yeah, I'd probably go McMillan, Sutton. He didn't get that many targets last week.
Linda go. Now, Tua. I'd love to have a conversation with you on how to grow the channel within 16 weeks. B, as Sniper Mel pointed out, no, we don't skip your questions intentionally. Just two men here learning on the fly. Now, C, Goff or Burrows? Joe Burrow.
We answered this one, didn't we? Did we just answer this one?
Well, I'm trying to find anything that's resembling.
I know. Go Burrows. That's it. Burrows is the answer.
It's Burrow because it's the safer out of the options.
Yeah.
Allen. The Chiefs win. All right. So, folks, we really, really appreciate all of you, especially all the goats, female goats, male goats, baby goats, Tua goats. Even you, Tua, you're a goat. If you're here, you're a goat. We will be back this upcoming, this Friday, later on in the week. I feel like this is Friday.
It seems like it.
This is not Friday. This is only the beginning of the week.
Yeah.
We know that the games are on, scattered throughout this week. The NFL threw us the wrench, so we dodge it. You could dodge a wrench. You could dodge a ball.
That's cool.
You like that one?
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. All right, guys. Once again, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, happy holidays. We will be back Friday, usual time, 7:00. Enjoy the games tomorrow. Rhino, take us home.
Yeah. Everybody enjoy your Christmas and just enjoy your time and family and everything. And just make a difference and be a difference in somebody's life and your own life. Peace.
Good night.
Still live.